to show you how that's going to work, I'm just going to set the lives to 3 for a minute, and we'll just get the pizzas moving down so you can see what's going to happen when we run it. Now, next thing we need to do is we need to make the pizzas stop when they get to the edge of the screen, because we don't want them all just hovering around there. So I'm going to add a new bit of code in here, and I'm going to say if, drop that in here after they've moved down, and we're going to check to see if they're touching the edge of the screen. So I'm just going to drag in here, touching edge. If they are touching edge, then we need them to move back up to the top of the screen. Now to do that, I just want to duplicate that little block of code there that says go to. So I'm going to duplicate that. It's going to duplicate everything, unfortunately, so I'll throw away the bit I don't want and just drop that bit of code in there. And now when the pizzas get to the bottom, they're going to automatically jump back up to the top of the screen. So our game is really starting to take shape. And what will happen also though, if one does reach the bottom, we're going to lose a life. So I'm going to go to variables, and I'm going to change the value of lives by -1. So we'll start off with 3 lives. As soon as one hits the bottom, we lose a life, and when the lives go to 0, the game will stop. So next thing to do is think about what happens if it gets caught by this cat. I'm just going to drag the cat down here just so we can see a bit more what's going on. Click back on the pizza, and I'm just going to drag another if block in here, and I'm going to say if it's touching the pizza, so if it's touching the cat, we've already dealt with it touching the pizza, so I'm going to say if touching sprite 1, the cat, then what we need to do is we'll also need to go back up to the top. So I'm going to just duplicate that block, get rid of the extra bit we don't need. Don't forget to duplicate, you do a right mouse click and click on duplicate. However, if it touches the cat, we need to change the score this time. So let's just change, instead of lives, we're going to change score by 1. And let's just test out what we've got so far here. Now nothing's happening because our lives have gone back down to 0. We will add a bit more code just to fix them to 3, but I'm just going to manually do it like that to start with. And as the pizzas come down, if any of them land on the cat, we'll see that the score goes up each time it hits one of those pizzas.